Good evening. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Right now is 5:07 p.m. Wednesday, October 10, 2022. Roll call, please.
Thank you. Mayor Tom,
Here.
Vice Mayor Monzo,
Here.
Councilmember Doe,
I'm here.
Councilmember Ho,
I'm here.
Councilmember Nguyen.
I'm here.
Mayor, you have a quorum.
Thank you so much. Next we have public comments.
Thank you, Mayor. And this is the time of members of the public who may come up and speak. We do have a speaker card, and that would be Terry Raines. Please step forward.
Good evening, everyone. Terry Raines, Westminster. Item 1 on tonight's closed session agenda is a conference with legal counsel regarding an existing litigation case, Levy versus Westminster. Back in 2021, I reviewed the original complaint and second amended complaint filed by Mr. Levy against the city. I also reviewed the city's answers to the second amendment complaint. At that time, it appeared both parties hoped to reach a settlement through mediation sometime before the then scheduled trial date of February 2022. A review of the most recent court documents indicates the city ordered and negotiated for Mr. Levy to submit to an independent mental evaluation, an IME, on July 20th, 2022 at 12 noon in the office of Dr. Adero in San Diego. Details indicate Mr. Levy was to undergo, and this is all public record, a face-to-face psychiatric examination consisting of history taking and observation of Levy for the purpose of gathering information in specific areas, including but not limited to history of injury, background information, education, occupational history, family history, past medical history, psychiatric history, review and summary of medical records, review of psychiatric symptoms, including but not limited to appetite, habits, activities, mood, phobias, energy level, relationships, and mental health status examination, including but not limited to appearance, speech, behavior, memory, oh my gosh, and affect, sensorium, and cognition, insight and judgment, memory and calculations and proverbs and thought processes. Dr. Adero was also seek information pertaining to the development of psychiatric and physical symptoms, the treatments Levy may have received, and the effect of those treatments on his symptoms. Prior to the face-to-face psychiatric examination, a series of psychological tests were to be administered. It's unclear if this examination and testing took place as scheduled or what the outcome was. A mandatory settlement conference had been set for August 5th, was taken off the calendar because the parties agreed to proceed with a private mediation scheduled for August 4th. I assume today's closed session is to discuss the progress of these events. The report from the medical evaluation was expected to take up to 30 days, so it may not have been submitted yet. Currently, now, the trial is set for August 10th at 9 a.m. Honestly, this seems like way too much work, resources, cost, and hassle on the part of the city to try and discredit one of our employees and defend this case. I wonder, would a proposed settlement early on have been better? With any court case, there is the plaintiff's version, the defendant's version, and somewhere in the middle lies the truth. Mr. Levy's complaints should have been addressed with the department head at the time, Marwan Yusuf, and the city's HR department. And I believe that the failure of both to quickly address Mr. Levy's complaints and others ultimately led to this extremely expensive lawsuit. To the attorneys defending this case and to our city leadership, you do what is best for the residents and taxpayers of this city, not your egos or your wallets. Ask yourselves, are you really justified in fighting this case so aggressively, costing the taxpayers millions of dollars, even with insurance? Item 2 is a conference with legal counsel pursuant regarding 2 cases of anticipated litigation. Anticipated, not potential, tells me both are most likely to move forward. Please do what is right for the citizens of this city in both cases. Let's work hard as a city to reduce employee and other lawsuits and move this city forward. Off this topic, but somewhat related, as I spoke to our city attorney before this meeting, I hope that the legal counsel or consultants that drafted the tax measure for tonight's meeting are present, and I'd like to speak to them about the poor language. At any point, please start tonight's regular meeting promptly at 7 p.m. No exceptions. Our time is just as valuable as yours. Thank you very much.
Thank you. There are no hands raised on Zoom, and that concludes oral communications, Mayor.
All right, thank you. And with that, I'd like to recess for a closed section.